Every ninth-grade American boy can do what Aya Wilson does, claims national analyst. As if sarcastically calling Aya Wilson a diva who loses it on treatment, and America's most immature star was not enough, this analyst is once again after her with a new critical descriptor. Well, we all know that WNBA is now in the conversation for the good, the bad, and everything in between. Athletes are being talked about, and while a lot has changed since Caitlin Clark entered the scene, one debate that still lingers is the black and white conversation. It's always been there, but CeCe's own comments and the responses from other athletes have fired it up to a whole new level. And, in the latest chapter of this, analyst Dan Dakich had some wild takes, attacking Aya Wilson and Angel Reese. But before we get to that, let's rewind to where it all started. WNBA superstar Aya Wilson and U.S. gymnast Jordan Chiles graced the cover of Time magazine. During the interview, Wilson was asked about Clark's previous comments on privilege. The 2024 roadie had openly admitted that being a white athlete came with certain advantages. "I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege," she had stated. Wilson, for her part, found the comment refreshing. "It's powerful to me," she said. "As a black woman in the WNBA, we have our struggles in showcasing who we really are. A lot of agendas get pushed on a lot of different platforms that may shadow us." Well, guess who didn't buy into that at all? Dakich. According to him, race has nothing to do with Clark's rise. It's just that her game is interesting, and no one, black or white, has ever captivated audiences the way Clark has. He took things even further this time, dismissing Wilson's skill set entirely. "You think Angel Reese's game is interesting? You think this woman's, Aya Wilson's, game is interesting? She's a good women's player," he said on Don't At Me with Dan Dakich. Then came the real jaw-dropper. Every ninth-grade boy in America does what she does, play from the free throw line down. For context, the LV Aces star dominates from the free throw line down to the basket. But that doesn't seem to impress the analyst. Additionally, he went on to mock the Chicago Sky rookie, making exaggerated gestures while claiming high school boys play at slash above the rim, unlike Reese. "I mean, come on," he scoffed. But, look, the Fever star has undeniably changed the WNBA's visibility. But we can't say others haven't played a role in growing the game. Wilson, drafted number 1 overall in 2018, wasted no time proving herself. She won Rookie of the Year, stacked multiple MVPs, earned Defensive Player of the Year honors, and led the Las Vegas Aces to back-to-back championships. Even Wilson's year 2024 was one of the best seasons in basketball history. She won Olympic gold, broke the WNBA single-season points and rebounding records, secured a unanimous MVP, got her jersey retired, got her first signature shoe, One, and landed a Time magazine cover. So while critics continue to question her, Wilson is doing her thing and getting love from all over the sports world. One of the biggest names in tennis, Coco Gauff, had nothing but respect for Aya Wilson's latest achievement. She joined a powerhouse list that included Nicole Kidman, Jordan Chiles, artist Lao Fei, and activist Amanda Zurovsky. The player shared her excitement on Instagram, writing, "God never ceases to amaze me." To which, Gauff responded with a simple but powerful period. And this wasn't the first time. The tennis star has long admired the South Carolina alumna, even taking inspiration from her after winning the 2024 China Open. She reflected on Wilson's perspective on winning. "People don't realize people have great moments in sports and bad moments. It doesn't mean anything," Gauff said, via the WTA. "I took inspiration from Aya Wilson. Back-to-back champions. People wanted them to three-peat. She's kind of like, it's hard to stay winning all the time." So, all in all, criticism will keep coming, because honestly, it's almost a rite of passage when you reach this level of fame. But, at the end of the day, every athlete is improving and leaving their mark in their own way. As for the black and white conversation in the WNBA, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, with Juju Watkins set to turn pro in the next few years, the debate might only get even louder.